All right, that's going to bring episode 224 to a close, and in this same clip, we're going to open episode 225. Try this out and see how this works. If you're at the end of episode 224, thanks for watching. Click the subscribe button, sign for notifications, leave me a comment, a question, like this video, and we will see you in the next episode, which is episode 225. Welcome to episode 225. This episode, I'm going to try to do something interesting in this video. One of the things we're doing in ICP this week is we're dealing with not only acquiring information, but learning how to use that information. And there's a big difference. So I'm gonna focus this episode on looking at that struggle that we sometimes have to go through in order to, it's not just about knowing the facts, it's knowing how to use them. So we're going to explore that in episode 225. So that is what we're about to do. All right, looks like the windshield is defrosted, and it looks like it is time to put the Acura on the road. See ya in the next segment. Well, there appears to be some moisture streaks on the windshield that you can't see until you shine light through them, and you get a very cool starburst effect. That was kind of interesting, I think, for the drive-in time lapse. All right, I've got to get through these doors and get into the classroom. So, see you when we get in there. All right, coffee chat. Time for the coffee chat. And put a few things away while we talk. So I'm kind of a preview of a clip. I'm going to actually record a clip in class, and I'm gonna ask the students to consider the possibility that put the T away. The possibility that they aren't as interested in figuring the process out as they are getting the right answer, and challenging them to go through this struggle. I made a video about a year ago, maybe in January or something. There was a lot of snow. It was about the effort of putting in the effort to get out something worth getting out, and academically or professionally, getting the right answer one time, and that's nice. You get your check mark and you move on. But if it's something that you need to be able to do over and over again, and so learning how to dig in and find that process that is going to be repeatable, that's a different thing. You can't just Google how do you use information about chemical valences. Spoiler alert, we're doing chemical valences. You can't just Google how do you use it. You can Google what is it and what are they and what's the valence charge on this and what's the valence charge on that. But learning how to use that information is more of a process than it is a fact. I heard something. Maybe someone walking down the hall. It is 6:34. Someone's walking down the hall. So maybe someone else is making their morning coffee talk. All right. So that's kind of where we're heading in this video. Is the process is not always as easy as just finding the fact and being able to just look anything up. So I guess I'm kind of previewing what I'm going to say in the live video episode, the live clip. I think I'm gonna do it for first period. They're a good group, and they listen well, and they take good notes and things like that. So let's see. I got some more fiber 1 bars. And I got some other kind of fiber one bars, and let's see how we like those. What else? Coffee time. That seems like a good idea. All right, yesterday I dropped my collaboration video with Ashley Murphy, and the response, a lot of you have responded. The response that you've responded, that's perfect sentence structure there. The responses which you have responded with, anyway, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun making it. We spent a pretty good amount of time corresponding as we planned the video, and then she sent me her clips, and I shot my clips, and that's what happened. And I thought it turned out pretty nicely. I thought the message was on point. So check that one out. Check out that video. At the end of 224, I talked about the Reddit subgroup. I want to say hello again to the Reddit subgroup, and I'm feeling like there's a lot of movement in that group, and we'll see what happens from that. I feel there's a call for more goofiness, so I can answer that call. I'm not exactly sure how, but I'll do something. All right, enough coffee chat. Let's get this day on the road. A day on the road? I guess we can do that. We can put this day on the road. We just put the Acura on the road. Nice. It was a nice drive in. All right, let's bring this segment to a close with the cliche end of segment. You guys have grown up in the world where you literally have more information available in your hand than towns had in their library. There were times when, back in the day, the old person story, I'd go to the library and there would be a book in the card, little card catalog, which was actually made out of paper in those days, and it wouldn't be available. It would be checked out, and I just could not get access to the information. You guys do not know what that's like. So finding answers has become so second nature to you guys that is where your focus is what is the answer, and how quickly can I find it and turn in the work. And today's activity is going to challenge you because we're starting on this puzzle thing, which will help you to understand the content piece, but the content piece will also help you learn how to do the puzzle. And it's not so much about getting the answer as it is developing the process to get the answer. I can tell you about valence charges, but knowing how to use valence charges is different than knowing what they are. And knowing how to take the valence charge of magnesium and the valence charge of oxygen and doing something with that is the same as knowing what it is. Knowing how they relate to one another is a different thing. As I was planning this activity over the weekend, I was putting all these things together. So this is something that I had from a couple years ago and something that Mr. Peterson has had for a long time, and Dr. Gull's input on it, and we've brought all this together into this 2-day experience where I'm calling it circular learning, because if you do the content piece first, you won't understand it because it's confusing. But if you try to do the puzzle by itself, that's going to be confusing too, because you don't understand why the things are working. And then it's as if you need to understand the process and the content. So the point of this little rant that I'm on is that it's not enough to memorize the facts. And this activity is going to require you to memorize the facts, but it's also going to require you to use the facts to build the puzzle. And then there's an exercise set where you're going to be asked some questions. The puzzle pieces will help you to answer those questions. So where do you start? And how do you get from the starting place to the finish? And that's the thing that I feel like you guys who've had pocket technologies your whole young adult life, getting through the process is the challenge. Figuring out how to use the information is the challenge. So I'll say again, and I'm going to turn the camera off, it's not just so much that you know the answer and then you know the facts. It's equally as much that you know how to use the facts. What do you think about that? Any thoughts or comments? Dead silence. Self-explanatory. All right, I'm gonna cut the camera and. All right, time for a very serious rant. If I wrote it on the board, if you think this is a preposition, I cannot be your Facebook friend. If that's what you got, and you're gonna, it's a number. It's a number. I don't want to show you the exact example, the exact sample. I don't want to show you that, but just suffice to say, no Facebook friend. All right, it is lunchtime. As I said, it is time to bring episode 225 to an end. I want to go out with an anecdote from my web design class. So they've been working on a lot of learning of different code and language skills, but we've also been building websites that are supposed to be like a legitimate website. And so one of the guys, one of the seniors, really smart guy, really creative, really kind of that very interesting sense of humor. He built a fan site for me, and it was pretty funny. He was talking about my writing and my YouTube things and code creation, and it was really good. I mean, obviously a non-necessary fan site, not something that I think is actually going to get a lot of demand. But had he done that for a celebrity type person, it was a really good site. But I thought it was just hysterical, first of all, and they found a picture from my MySpace page. It was a really cool experience to see him show that kind of interest and kind of create the website that he created. It was a good website. And not just because it was about me, because it was a good website, and it also happened to be about me. All right, that's going to be it for episode 225. Thank you for being here and watching it. That idea that learning the process is just as important, if not more so, than knowing the facts and having the information. I think that's a really important thing. And if you're one of the students who are in my classes who are subscribed to this channel and you watch this video, listen, I'm gonna say it one more time. I said it to all my classes. The process is the thing that you're going to use in your pursuit of success. Access to knowledge is easy. You have access to knowledge and information. How you use that knowledge and information is going to make the difference between where you end up in pursuit of your goals. Everyone, thank you for watching. If you liked this episode, please click the like button. Please consider subscribing to the channel, signing up for notifications. Leave me a comment or question. I love interactions in the comments area, so hit me up down there and we'll kind of interact down there a little bit. That's all I have for this one. I'll see you in the next one.